We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Batting second, the right fielder, Dwight Smith Jr.
In now for the O's, Dwight Smith Jr. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Cole has pitched north of 1,200 innings in the majors, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And the skies are clear, but that's not helping the temperature much. 45 degrees here at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the second baseman, Hunter Alberto.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Cole, or the Cole train as he's frequently called. This is year 1 of a new 9-year deal that he signed recently, so it looks like he's here to stay for a long time. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Row, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Batting fourth.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and missed for the first strike. One strike now from Cole. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is the knuckleball taken for a strike?
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over. That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. Three-two pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Orioles leave 1. Orioles nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. John Means will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Windup and the 0-2 pitch, and he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worried about that runner on base.
Grounded down the third baseline. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting first, the second baseman, DJ.
Next for New York, DJ LeMahieu, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. Smith is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Giancarlo.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch. Looking at his career totals, Stanton carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Runners are at first and third, one away. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Stanton just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Ball even at 2-2. From the stretch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here's Miguel Andujar now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Line toward right center. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. And the run will cross to make this a 1-0 Yankee lead. Throw won't get him.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Andujar stands at second with 2 gone. Popped him up. Severino is there, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Yankees lead this one 2-0. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there. even though he didn't get the called strike.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again. 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The pitch. 3-1. And it's fouled away. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Now in the box, Brett Gardner. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
To the plate now, Aaron Hicks. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Digging in, Kyle Higashioka, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Alberto fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Rio Ruiz to the plate now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Slider, oh look out, as that one just about took his nose off. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
So now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 7 in a row. Flat out dominant, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the third now. Digging in now for the Yankees, Tyler Wayne. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting.
At the plate, Gio Urshela. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air to center field. Hayes is there. Two gone.
Now
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. So digging in now, Dwight Smith Jr. reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Second baseman.
Striding into the box, Hanser Alberto hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike. No, inside.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Two and two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit down the third baseline. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Trey Mancini.
So here's Trey Mancini. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Ground ball right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
In now, Pedro Severino, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 1-0. On the ground is short. This could be 2. LeMahieu for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Orioles settle for 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Yankees lead it 2-1. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Slider laid off for a ball. And it misses. 3-1 now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Next for the Yankees.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that's too high.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, That feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
So it's bases loaded, one away, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Two and one after the foul ball there. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Kyle Higashioka.
Kyle Higashioka.
Looking to minimize the damage here. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Santander.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Popped him up. Higashioka shading to his right. 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles.
Ready now for Baltimore. Rio Ruiz. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Changeup, called strike 1. Ruiz, a 25-year-old. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2. Three balls, 1 strike.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
3-2.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box now, Austin Hayes. Fouled away. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Nope.
Ball 1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way.
I got to count 2-2.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Stepping in, Tyler Wade. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Tyler Wade.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Gio Urshela, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 to him now. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 3-1 pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Iglesias is there, and there's out number 2.
Now batter.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box.
LeMahieu.
First pitch on its way.
Outside, that's a ball. No strike.
Belted high in the air out to left. Santander on the run. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Digging in, Jose Iglesias. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
At the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. The 0-1 pitch.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Stepping in now, Hanser Alberto, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0.
2-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 3-1.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
The 3-1. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. From the belt, the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Two men are on with two men out. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. He's ready. Now the pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Orioles strand a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1. Richard Blyer enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th. He's set. Here it comes. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
0-1.
Hit sharply on the ground. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
So now to the plate, Miguel Andujar. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. No one out with a runner at second. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Sinker. 3-2 now. Torres is on deck. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Swing and a line drive, but foul. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Torres. In his career against this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's set, and the pitch. Torres, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Set to deliver the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Smith is there, 1 away. Long throw to third. And he's safe.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Ready now, Brett Gardner. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. A bullet to first base. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1. Leading off the inning, Pedro Severino, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Pitch number 100 on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Fielded cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Standing in, Anthony Santander. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope. Ball 1.
One out, nobody on. Two 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball, and it sailed on it.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stanton giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The third baseman.
Now at the plate, Rio Ruiz. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And he falls behind 0-2. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Yankees lead it 3-1. Sean Armstrong gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Sean Armstrong.
So coming to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Center fielder, Aaron.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-0 outside. 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Hey. 3-1. The 3-1 fouled off. Line toward the alley in left center. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the seventh.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate now, Kyle Higashioka, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. As a look, now the pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Stepping into the box, Tyler Wade. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Here's the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
That's ball
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Yep, 3-1.
Gio Urshela waits on deck. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Now batting, number 29.
Coming to the plate now, Gio Urshela. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
But this is speared by the first baseman. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. From the stretch. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
From the stretch.
No, that's down.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, and it's still 3-1. Chad Green is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Into the box now, Austin Hayes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Austin Hayes.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and a strike to count. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
The 1-2. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
To the plate now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Grounded weakly to the left. And that's the second out. In now, Dwight Smith Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Hanser Alberto would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hicks is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still trail it here 3-1. Paul Fry is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51, Paul Fry.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Last time through was a base hit.
Leading up for the Yankees, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
First delivery to him on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
This is the kind of at-bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at-bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Standing in now, Miguel Andujar. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter.
And now is the Yankees DH, Torres. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. Fry has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. 1 swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him up.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santander waits on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back safely. In now, Kyle Higashioka. And he popped him up, but this will land untouched. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Tyler Wade will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the stretch.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The 0-1 delivery.
Down 21.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
This is in the air out to right field. Smith is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's 5-1 Yanks. Zach Britton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. So striding in, Hanser Alberto. He'll start things out against Britton as he looks to close it out.
Alberto.
From the stretch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 backs him off the plate. The slider that nearly got him.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 2-2. Grounded to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, the first base.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First offering on its way.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0 home. Britton, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Full count now, 3-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Chris Davis at the plate now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Baltimore, good night.
Well, they've taken care of business so far in the first half of this 4-game set, winning both and making it look easy too. We'll see if they can continue this home dominance in the next 2.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Garrett Cole takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Orioles, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.